The registry has been established since 1943, but internationally since 1995, and actively in the aviation market. Aruba is one of the Dutch territories, and therefore their nationality is Dutch. We hold a European passport nationality. The fact that Aruba is an overseas territory, we have fully implemented EASA requirement, but we're not an EU member state, so we can all implement whatever we can adopt. But we do follow EASA requirements as a principle. It's very simple. It's just based on efficiency, European-based registration, requirements accepted worldwide. Aruba is rated Category 1 by ICAO and the US FAA. We are extremely tax-oriented, customer service-oriented, and we have a team of professionals with over 20 years of experience in the registration process.
The Maltese aircraft register has been in existence since the late 60s. So it's a revamped register, if you like. One of the advantages of the new aircraft register is that the Maltese aircraft registration is now going to recognize the Cape Town Convention, and it's the first EU country since the EU has ratified the Cape Town Convention to do that. Well, I think, amongst other things, the Malta airport being a 24/7 airport, it's one of the few probably remaining airports in Europe with 24/7 operations. It's very strategically located in the middle of the Mediterranean, so right in between the West and Middle East. And although aircraft have a longer range nowadays, they still, need to stop sometimes for fuel or crew changes and stuff like that. So Malta provides, being 24 hours, provides the ideal location where people have to stop. We obviously have identified aviation as a target sector for growth. So what we're trying to do is, not what we're trying to do, what we are definitely doing is we're giving all the support to whoever wants to do this. While possibly in the UK, if you're trying to register an aircraft, it will take you X amount of months. In Malta, it's relatively quicker. You probably end up talking to the director of civil aviation, so you have all the care and attention that you need. Labor is amongst the cheapest in Europe. We're in the EU, so an aircraft registered in Malta has the freedom of movement that EU offers. So I think there's a lot to offer, or rather Malta has a lot to offer to the aviation community, to the aircraft owner, to the aircraft management company.
It was established on the 1st of May 2007, so it's just over 3 years old now. We started from a blank piece of paper. We were the first new aircraft register for many years. Well, most registers are national registers run by government departments, often bureaucratic, often quite slow moving because they have a captive audience. We see the world as our audience, and we are trying to get those people to come and do business with us. So we treat them like customers. We have a very high service standard. We have a high regulatory standard, but that doesn't mean we can't treat you as if you're an important client. And so when you want to register your aircraft, we'll try and meet your expectations rather than a set time scale or anything like that. Well, the expectations were that we'd register 12 aircraft in the first year, and it was a reasonable expectation. We were a new register. Why would anybody come to us when they just bought a $20 million new jet? So 12 was a reasonable figure. In fact, in the first year we registered 51. In the second year we added another 73, and in our third year we added another 119. So we've registered 243 aircraft in 3 years. About 40% of the aircraft we've registered, people have voluntarily chosen to establish a company in the Isle of Man to own and run their aircraft for them. The biggest advantage is the service levels. We will treat you, as I said, like a customer. We will meet your timescales. We will do our very best to make sure the aircraft's safe as quickly and flying as quickly as possible. And that's our biggest advantage. The rest of the world should be registering aircraft like we do, but we seem to be leading the way on service at the moment.